up, everybody?
What's happening, family?
And welcome back to another episode of Is This Gonna Cause an Argument? My name is Angel Lakita Moore Tanksley, also known as ThatChickAngel. And I am one of the hosts, and I'm joined by my husband of 13 years, the other host of this podcast,
Marcus Anthony Tanksley the first.
Oh, yeah. You almost didn't know that number.
I was about to say the second, because I never say my full name like that. My son's the second. Also known as Marcus Ain't on the Gram and Marcus Ain't on the Book, and Tank of Tank's Riders.
Yeah. We're your host of this show.
Yeah.
And if you don't know about this show, this is a weekly podcast that's put up on Apple Podcasts,
all of that,
Spotify, Google Play, as well as it's on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, ThatChickAngel TV. We post every single Wednesday for you to enjoy, to hopefully laugh at, think about, just be entertained by us. So we hope that you are tuning in and deciding to come back if this is your first time, or if this is what I burped. Yes, you smell it. You guys are.
We don't even have bologna in the house. Like, how do you accomplish
smell like
that?
bologna?
Yes.
It smells like bologna. I'm so sorry. Anyways, make sure you rate and review us. All right, because that makes us more discoverable. And if you're watching this, go ahead and click that like button, follow, and subscribe.
Absolutely.
So what we like to do to start this podcast off, and also, I'm sorry, I forgot to give a huge shout out to our Patreon that's watching right now, that's in the building. Oh boy.
What's good, Patreon? That's our media family, y'all.
Yes, they are watching with us live. We have a great time, not only being able to talk to each other, but to them as well during the podcast, where we see their comments, and they help direct the conversation. Also, we want to give a special shout out and thank you to our sponsors this episode. We got 3 sponsors, 2 that we've never featured on this podcast before, but I'm excited for you all to get to know them. We have Apostrophe, Hydrant,
and
ModCloth.
Yeah.
So we'll be telling you more about them as we continue along the podcast. And also, our co-host, the landlord, he's up and about.
The slumlord. He did not get the title of a landlord.
Yeah, he's more of a slumlord. You're going
to so he will definitely
pop into the podcast. We're sure of it. But for now, it's just us and my husband's attitude. Let's go ahead.
I ain't touching stuff over there.
Let's go ahead and talk about the things that have us feeling good. This is a segment that we like to call In Our
Feelings.
So what's got you in your feelings?
So what's got me in my feelings? Just a couple things got me in my feelings. One thing that's got me in my feelings is this past weekend, I realized the manifestation of like more friendships that we've developed in California, which is big for me because I'm not quick to make friends by any means.
Quick to make enemies, but not friends.
Yeah, I make enemies quick. I got enemies I don't even know. But I just look at them like, you gonna go in that category. Nah, I'm just playing. But you did. I just realized this is like a strong group of new friendships that we got. We still got our other friends and everything that we really cool with, but it's like we're adding to that library of friends, like really cool people. And I realized it this weekend. I was like, oh.
We just talked about that on the podcast.
Yeah, this happened. Huh. How about that?
That works, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is good. It's good to not feel like...
Well, during quarantine, it's like you got people that, even close friends, that we were like, we will not be anywhere near you because you're reckless when it comes to COVID-19 and your health. So it was like, we got to wait till everything calms down within the next 3-4 years before we see you again.
Yeah.
And then we have... so we still have those friends, but it's like, okay, being that we on these business ventures.
Yeah.
And we're developing new friends. It's more than just business relationships and business partners. It's actually, we're actually developing friendships. So that was a realization. That got me feeling good. Also, man shit. Again, that's my beard and body butter. That's MANSHYT. You can go to manshit.com and check that out. My branding, just recently invested I'm still investing some money into that, and I'm rebranding, giving it a different look, giving it a better look, more elegant look. That's on and popping, and I'm waiting for the rest of my stuff to come in, waiting to what else I need to order. because product's not changing, but the look is changing.
Yes, and it's looking so
good. The look is changing, and it's not that I'm gonna. You know what? It's like one of those things. It's like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm not changing my product itself, but I want it to. When somebody gets that, I want them to feel like, oh, this is for real, for real. Right now, it just feels like, oh, this is something Tank makes. That's how I feel. But just by looking at it, the product itself, I feel like holds a lot more weight than what it's a lot more than meets the eye.
Yeah.
It's a lot more behind it, and I want that to be represented in the physical look of it. It may seem vain, but still, I want people to feel a certain way when they get my product and they see it and they open it. So working on that too. Again, that's Manshit, MANSHYT. You can go to manshit.com. You can see all 4 or 3 of my posts. Get Manshit on Instagram.
When you gonna post more, babe? When you think you gonna post more?
As soon as my branding's done. As soon as I got everything put together. As soon as I got my logo, y'all. I got my primary, my secondary logo. I got my colors. As soon as all that's a final package, I want to start posting with everything that's relative to that. I don't want to just put up some random post. I wanted to roll out all at once. And that's when y'all going to start seeing commercials for this. That's how I'm going to roll them out. Okay. Non-stop. Y'all going to get sick and tired of seeing man shit all up in your face.
Man shit in your face.
So that's got me feeling good. And also, it's kind of hard to bounce between the two because I'm working on Queen shit as well.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna give y'all too many details on that, but Queen shit is coming down the pipeline, y'all. Coming strong down the pipeline.
Down the pipeline.
Yeah.
Okay, can I talk now?
Go ahead. You talk all the time. I'm sure they're sick and tired of hearing it.
I'm gonna pinch your nipples. What's got me feeling good is we closed out the season of Black Love, and I feel like we represented well.
Absolutely.
It was back in December of last year or either January of this year. It was a while ago that we filmed it.
I'm going to say November or December, yeah.
So December of this year. Last year. We shot that, so I was still carrying all the weight of having a baby. So my face was so thick and full, but I was cute.
You was cute. Yeah, I was. I looked back myself. I said I look exactly how I felt at the time.
Oh.
Like sickly.
You didn't look sickly. You looked
to me,
so
I looked
cute.
sickly. I looked sickly. Like I was definitely a lot smaller.
Mm-hmm.
I could just see it on my face. Like, yeah, Marcus, you're not in a good place right now.
No, but aren't you glad that you're not in that place anymore?
Oh, absolutely.
That's a blessing.
Yeah.
I was glad.
Oh, I got the Black Love shirt on, y'all. That wasn't even that wasn't even playing. Look at that.
Look at
Black Love merch. Black Love tour.
Because the first episode we were in, we were just like, we'll say one or two things.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, well, other people must have had better things to say. So it was nice to see, we said some stuff that was worth showing. And not only that, like, I feel like it's great that they look at couples that have been married all different lengths.
Yeah, 2 years, 9 years, 30 years, all of that.
But it's nice to, like, be representing for a good number. Like, when we talk about something, it feels like they know something.
Yeah,
we don't know everything.
We know what the hell we talking about.
But we know something. Yeah. So that was
this ain't nothing to turn your back on this many years. It don't feel like it's been that many for some reason. Does it feel like it to you? 13 years?
It's been 13.
16 together? No, stop it.
Yeah, it feels...
I'm sorry, y'all. It's a slump lord. No, he's about to stick his finger in the fan.
In the fan?
Yes, that's the fan running.
Oh, yeah.
Stop. Amar, stop.
He does that sometimes. My husband is yelling at the baby. But, it feels good to finally... I feel like our brand as a couple is... being recognized. We've had some things coming down the pipeline, possibly that it's going to be us being us to do as a couple, and that makes me feel happy because I do want to be able to work with you in some ways. Yeah, and so
we work well together.
Yeah, I think for the most part we work well together. A couple of things has not gotten me feeling that great. One is weaning this baby. It is not going very easily, as you all who are watching can possibly see.
No.
He is trying his best to get into my shirt. He wants it so bad, and I feel bad for him.
He be staring me down, y'all, like he really wants to go round for round, toe to toe. When I tell him, and he knows what I'm referring to, when I be like, no. Like he be trying to nurse off Angel, he just gives me a look like, I'm gonna try you one of these days.
Right.
I'm just giving you a heads up.
And I feel bad for him because this is like his other best friend, so he's not understanding like
he's
why.
lost friends before. He don't pay no attention to the plant, the ceiling fan. Those was all his best friends. He can move on from this too.
Oh no, this is a lot harder for him, and I'm just like, oh, poor baby. But it's time.
Put it this way, he'll be alright because he won't remember.
It's time though. It's not. I'm not saying it's time because I'm like there's anything wrong for me to continue to breastfeed. I could if I wanted to. It don't matter what you think or anybody else. But
you know what I think.
But that's what I'm saying. Specifically, don't matter what you think.
Don't give a damn.
Exactly.
I'm still gonna voice out. Go ahead.
But I am ready to close the door on this chapter. Have a little more freedom to my body. Have him a little bit more independent. Have him figure out how to soothe himself outside of just nursing on me, because he'll just be sitting on there drinking on me just like
it's not like he's on solid foods now, so it's not like he is getting he's getting nourishment out of it and nutrition because it's breast milk, but it's not his source of food.
Sometimes I think
it's just comforting him.
It's a lot. So I am feeling some type of way because it's not going well, and of course he's gonna fight me on it. And the other thing that's got me feeling some type of way is my husband don't like me to kiss on his neck.
Man,
he don't like it, and it bothers me that he don't like it. I've been trying to kiss. No. Angel, one of his love languages is physical touch. So I was trying to give. That's got me feeling some type of way. So I was trying to give him that physical touch and kiss him on his neck, right? Kiss him on his ear, kiss him on the top of his head, right? And he was like, "Stop it, stupid!" Like that's the type of stuff.
That's exactly what I said. Can I tell you now? Are you done?
And I just don't understand how come.
I'm gonna let her talk, y'all. I'm gonna let her have a moment. Don't jump on her side just yet.
Listen, I don't understand how. He's a man that wants this affection. So when I'm giving it to him, I'm giving it to today. I tried to give it to him strong, like. Hey, you about to get these lips, okay? I'm about to sit on your lap, make you feel real, like you the king of this house, like you are wanted, because you are, like you are fine, because you are, like I am attracted to you, because I am. And he just throws away all of my advances. He makes it seem as if I just am this crazy person that doesn't know how to show love, that doesn't know how to, really be, attentive.
She's so stupid. Go ahead and finish, because I still have in my feelings to do too. Go ahead.
And I feel
shut up, because you're going off. You done.
No, I'm almost done. And I feel as though that in this marriage that you shouldn't shoot down when I'm showing you affection in that way. Now, I will say something else, but before that, let's go to our first sponsor. Our first sponsor is a new sponsor for us, and they are called Apostrophe. You guys, listen. Everybody's always asking me about my skin and what I use on my skin and what my skincare routine is. Well, guys, I can't sit here and say that I do a whole lot for my skin. But what I am trying to do more often is try new products out for you guys and let you know how I like them. But let me tell you about this company, Apostrophe. It is prescription skincare that really works, and it's easy to get, okay? And a lot of times skincare can be expensive. Well, Apostrophe makes prescription skincare that you'll actually want to use. It's affordable, and you're actually seeing a board-certified dermatologist online. And what's really simple is they have you fill out a quick little questionnaire. It's really easy, and then you take pictures from your phone, a couple of snapshots with no makeup on, clack, 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 so they can see your skin. And within 24 hours, a dermatologist will get back to you with a customized treatment plan tailored to you. So what I think is great about this is that a lot of times we're trying stuff over the counter, but it doesn't really help what we have going on, and we need somebody who is a professional to tell us, okay, this is how I can help this. This is how I can help that. So they have different things that you could like want to work on. Like if it's fine lines and wrinkles, that's probably the being that my skin, thank God, has been really good to me. The one thing that I'm like, I could work on I have a couple of fine lines that popped up at 40 that I would love to be like, let's fade it out. But if you have acne, if you have rosacea, if you have dark spots, and I know that's a big thing for women of color, we sometimes get hyperpigmentation. So being able to have something to work with dark spots. And also there's things that can help you for like preventative treatment. Like I know I sometimes be getting pimples. I had a pimple in my nose all last week. It hurts so bad.
The most painful.
So being able to have something to help with preventative treatment is what I would want. Mm-hmm. So this is what I would love for you all to do, because I want you all to try out these fantastic products. I want you to get your first visit with a board certified dermatologist at apostrophe.com for only $5 when you use our code ARGUE. This code is only available for our listeners, for the listeners of Is This Going to Cause an Argument? To get started, just go to apostrophe.com and click begin visit. Then use the code ARGUE to sign up, and you'll get your dermatology visit for only $5. That's APOSTROPHE.com. Apostrophe.com, and use that code ARGUE to get your dermatology visit for only $5. And we thank Apostrophe for sponsoring
Thank you,
this
Apostrophe.
podcast.
Greatly appreciate it.
And I wish my husband was as nice as Apostrophe and let me make out with him the way I want to make out.
You done? In my feelings. This was got me feeling some type of way, y'all. This goofy ass little girl over here. So what she likes to do, y'all know Angel's crazy, right? Y'all know she's goofy. Kissing me on my neck, back up, because you got to do it. I'm ticklish right there. So she'll expect me to just stand still and let her do all this. And then when I start backing away, like, all right, Angel, it tickles. That's when she gets real goofy. So she got to do the soap opera and all of it. I'm like, back up. So then she sees me laughing, but I'm like, stop. It tickles. Not in a good way. It tickles. I'm not going to let you continue to do this. So then she got to get offended because I'm ticklish right there.
This is the
Mm-hmm. In my feelings, you did yours.
I'm not finished. You
finished.
Off.
No. No, ain't none of that. We got to move on. So she got to get all up in her feelings and talking about, oh, anybody would love me. Like, I got all this goddamn body. You can kiss me anywhere. Anywhere. And you going to kiss in the one spot that I said tickle.
You don't want me to kiss you on your tummy.
Yeah, you can.
I can.
Face. All of that. Ear. Head. Everywhere below. Anywhere below. But you
no, it's not anywhere below.
Well, you got two areas that you can kiss. All right? And it's not a problem. Hey.
You don't like
you
are on your ear.
Rude right now, okay? I'm talking. So, during a specific act, it's perfectly fine if you kiss me on there. For some reason, it's not ticklish over there no more. But if I'm just sitting there watching TV, this is what she did today. She said, look up so I can kiss you under your beard. First of all, I'm not looking up so you can kiss me under my beard. Got me feeling like some old punk ass. She's like, what I look like? Looking up so you can kiss me on? Get out of here.
You're supposed to be like,
Yeah, that's stupid.
That's not
y'all
stupid.
See this? So she tried to act like she got an attitude because I'm like, it tickles, back up. It's like, I want to rub your armpits, Angel. Let me rub your armpits. Like it is. Hey, I want to touch you and rub your armpit. Huh? You can't let me rub your armpits?
You
see what she's doing?
Love language is not physical touch. It's
But you like to be touched.
It's
okay,
yours.
But you not like me massage my scalp. All right, but I want to massage your armpits first. She ain't going to let me do it because she's ticklish.
Listen.
Goofy ass little girl.
This is the thing that my husband is not saying to you all. And that's, he don't like the soft kisses. So I came in
She came in aggressive, today. Like she was for real on herself. I'm like, what are you breathing on her? I'm like, back up. What are you doing?
Because I was trying to take the tickle away. I was like, if I go in there like that, if I go in really hard, it should be enjoyable.
No, you should try that during other acts of service that
You're too tall.
Are to perform. No, not when you on top. I ain't too tall.
And I have done that.
And I've been like, yeah, get in there.
And see, and this is the thing.
I like the the rhythm. You do multiple things at once. There's multitasking. Get the neck and keep your rhythm.
See, when I'm trying to show you love and you back away like that, it just you mess up.
All right, and you messing up because I'm trying to show you love.
You
it's nerve endings in the armpit, and that can get things started, but you won't let me get there. So now we're in a drought because you won't let me tickle your arm. Not tickle, but you won't let me massage your armpit.
There's something sexy about you giggling. It's so cute.
Cute your ass.
Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss.
Yeah, look, y'all, this is Angel's beard that she likes.
You have to tell them what it is because people can't see it.
This is, it's called...
Lindemans Frambois.
Lindemans.
No.
Lindemans Frambois. For y'all that can see, it's spelled F-I-L, shoot. Lindemans. Frambois is F-R-A-M-B-O-I-S-E. Lindemans Frambois. Anyway, this bottle is twice the size of a regular beer, if not 3 times bigger, and Angel's taking it down.
But Marcus, you drank a whole bunch of it too.
I took a couple of sips. I ain't had that much of that.
You gulped.
Anyway, y'all know Tipsy Angel. Y'all the wing's been around long enough to where y'all know this chick when she's ignorant. And her phone's about to die.
No, it came unplugged.
So yeah, that's what's got her and her feelings and me and mine. She don't know how to act.
Hold the phone still for me, please. Okay, so we're gonna jump into y'all are thinking.
What's the point of that?
This is a cheap little tripod. We gotta get the more expensive one, but that's all right. We're gonna keep the party going. Take a seat. So we're gonna jump into our topic of the day.
Goodness gracious.
One day you gonna feel good about that. One day he gonna be like, my favorite thing is when Angel kisses my neck.
It's one of mine right now.
Out of nowhere. When
upon the act of
whatever. So
I like the ear, all of that.
Our topic of the day is the difficulties of our business. Being a influencer is something that Marcus did not sign up for
at all. Didn't.
But he became. Sorry, our baby is doing the most, but that he ended up becoming because it just made life easier. Somebody said, "Wash my shirt." My boo about to come out. It made becoming a successful influencer easier because it was just like people want to know about you.
Yeah.
Like people know you're a part of my life, and they are trying to figure out why you are not talking to them. So now,
and the reason is I didn't ask for any of this, y'all.
He didn't ask for it.
I was supposed to be behind the scenes. She at the red carpet. I'm standing beside paparazzi.
So now I can officially say, now that we've had a brand deal offer.
Hey, we're talking.
That has asked for both of us. Not only that, now that we've done Black Love, I feel like you got the swipe up feature on Instagram.
I got the swipe up feature, y'all.
You are an influencer. Everybody's worried about what's in my son's mouth. Nothing's in his mouth. In his hand, however, is the top of the pen. So, Marcus, what has been the hardest thing about being an influencer?
2 right off the top that I can think of. One is as I try to grow this and be more what is it? I guess give more engagement is being consistent. That's one of the things that's difficult because right now it's like especially at work, it's a lot of stuff going on and like as far as what my career is currently. It's exhausting in itself. I have a job that can be very demanding at times. It can demand a lot of time, a lot of energy, both physical and mental. So being consistent enough to like keep putting up posts or trying to think of something to put up or whatever it may be, that is one of the things is like, all right, I struggle with. I still struggle with now, and I actually told Angel today. And actually, if y'all was on the live earlier that I did this morning on the Instagram live, some plan that I have to, so it's something that so I can post more regularly. The other thing is engagement. When I do post, I like to engage. I noticed, and I said this in a few blogs ago, or a few podcasts ago, the more followers you get and the engagement gets more difficult because you have a lot more people commenting and stuff. And I like to get on there and talk to people, talk back to people. It's like, hey, what's up? Or, thank you for watching. People, especially if it's car stuff, people like to ask questions. I try to get to those people and answer questions. That's even like DMing and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's no Nana.
Just keep
I'm
going.
sorry, it's no longer tank punches.
I know,
it's tank riders.
Tell her in the vein.
All right, chill out. Who's talking?
That's what I'm saying. Keep talking. You went off onto a different tangent.
You're being rude right now. Yes,
I am.
Anyway, so I lost where I was at. What was I saying?
You should have been focused on what you were saying.
Anyway, so I like to engage people. Like people will DM me and ask questions and everything about cars. So I try to engage with them too. So also another challenge that I have, something that's difficult, is when I do the engagement part. Because as you go down and you look at people's comments, I try to comment and everything. And one of my one of the issues I have is not clapping back at stupid people, or not clapping back at people that just say stuff and they don't know me or they don't know Angel or our situation. They don't know our personalities. And they say what's right and what's wrong and how you should react and how you should do. Like, I'm like, shut up and mind your business. All right, you came over here, you saw my video and decided to comment. Just stay out of it. That's one thing that I struggle with because I'm like, we talked about this before. 99% of the comments will be, right in line. I'm like, read the room. The room, I'm like commenting and engaging with people. Then you get those other few people like, just shut up. Like, if you sensitive, kick rocks. Mm-hmm. Like, simple as that. So every now and then I'll get time. I remember somebody else, they commented on a video that we put up like months ago. And the video resurfaced, so I just went back to, just see comments. I think it was on YouTube. And I saw that comment again, and I was like, I got time today. I'm waiting on a meeting. Let me go ahead and... This is like 2 months later. And I don't know, that's one of the things I struggle with, because I'm just like, whatever. But it's easier if it's easier for me to ignore if it's coming at me. But if it's coming at Angel, that's what hits the nerve. And that's when I'm like, all right, now I got to act a fool. But that's two right off the top, like one of the most difficult things.
I know for me,
and I got a third coming.
I think for me, the first thing you said, consistency is hard. It's always been hard for me. I feel like I've been doing a lot better. Because of COVID, pretty much keeping me in the house and like not having so many things on my plate that made it difficult. Also because my income has gone up, I've been able to scale up and hire people to do stuff for me, like editing. But what sucked for me, especially when I first started, is that I knew so many people who were doing it all and doing it well. Like when we were talking to Tabitha after we did the mukbang with Tab and Chance and Melissa and Kevin, Tab still does all of her editing, all of her stuff. She does all of it on her own. There's some stuff that like her team does, but like she's still doing it. Now granted, I got, more kids than Tabitha does, but she's still cranking out a lot of content.
Yeah. Well, you remove the aspect of toddler. Well, he's not even a toddler.
But even when it was just little Marcus, I struggled. Struggled with being consistent. And I do feel as though that is what held me back for so long, was that I could not figure out how to be consistent. I couldn't figure out how to set that schedule that would force me to always show up. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what's crazy about that is like consistency is probably the biggest hurdle to overcome when doing all this. Yeah. Because I feel like we both, it seems like we both have the natural personalities. You have it already. Once I got more comfortable, just being in front of the camera and realizing I can just be me
Yeah.
And not worried about anything else, like just be me.
Yeah.
It was, I guess, natural also. Because a lot of people are consistent and like they don't. Not everybody has the personality to.
Oh right.
To do it. So,
you need the consistency more than you need the personality.
Right. That's what I was about to say. It's like the consistency is what's like probably the most important factor of anything. Because.
Yeah. So before we jump into more of this conversation, I want to bring up our next sponsor, Hydrant. Yeah. We talked about Hydrant in our last podcast. So I'm so glad that they came back to sponsor another episode. So drinking water and drinking enough water can be critical for a healthy lifestyle. It increases your brain power. It boosts your productivity. It prevents headaches, increases your focus, and improves your skin and your mood. It helps your Hey, Deborah. It helps your digestion and gives you energy. It prevents bad breath and can even help you lose weight. This is all things we definitely know to be true for water.
Absolutely.
Because whenever I get a headache, the first thing I know is I have not been drinking enough water. My skin be looking like this because I be drinking my water.
I drink water. I don't know if you can tell by my skin, but I do.
You got great skin. What are you talking about? Yeah, you got great skin. But Hydrant has created a refreshing electrolyte powder that you can mix directly into water to more efficiently and effectively hydrate your body. It hydrates you quickly and keeps you going for longer. Each rapid hydration mix has 4 essential electrolytes your body needs: sodium, potassium, magnesium, and zinc. And it packs a punch to help your body hydrate fast and stay hydrated. Hydrant is backed by research, and the formula was developed by an Oxford scientist. It's made with real fruit juice powder and is delicious and refreshing and comes in a variety of flavors, including the new keto-friendly lemonade, the pink grapefruit with no sugar added, and only 2 grams of carbs, okay?
2 grams?
Which is huge because a lot of these electrolyte drinks, they be putting in so much sugar, and it's just like whatever you just did that you need to hydrate from, just go ahead and throw it away. But Hydrant just introduced its new immunity line, available in lemon ginger or hot apple cider. And we all know that we need all the immunity support possible, especially going into flu season.
Yeah.
So 1,000 plus milligrams of vitamin C plus B6, B12, and D, essential vitamins, minerals, and electrolytes with ginger and zinc. Strengthen your routine no matter the season. It's total immune support. Plus, it's backed by 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if you don't love it, send it back for a full refund. You really need to try it for yourself to see what we're talking about. It tastes incredible and it also works. Hydrant starts at just $1 a packet for a 30-day supply and save even more with the monthly subscription. So we've got a special deal for our listeners to save 25% off your first order. Go to drinkhydrant.com/argue or enter our promo argue at the checkout. That's drinkhydrant.com/argue. And enter promo code argue for 25% off your first order. Excuse me, drinkhydrant.com/argue and enter the promo code argue to save 25% off. And we thank them for sponsoring this podcast. Hydrant, where water meets wellness. What you rolling up that paper for? It feels like you about to hit something.
No, he was talking. There was a fly that I heard it. It said pop and landed right here.
He's about to kill a fly. I was like, he's about to
knock
hit something.
all of this over.
He's about to hit something. Oh Lord. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. I truly feel as though if I would have been able to be consistent from the get-go, I'd be on a whole nother level. And sometimes it's hard to let that go because it is what it is. Like, I can't change the past.
Right.
But knowing that was the thing that really was my Achilles heel. that I wasn't able to do what I needed to do.
Yeah, even with our podcast, like
yes,
this is the first year we've been doing it. How many years?
We've been doing
5?
this
Going on 5 years.
Yeah, going on 5. I do.
Going on 5 years. This is the first year that we've been consistent every week, or even consistent upon the schedule that we've set forth and told people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it made a huge difference.
Yeah, and we didn't do that until there was more at stake. Because before it was just, we'll just do a podcast, and the weeks that we didn't do it, it's just like, we weren't really obligated to put it up, and now we feel there's an obligation to.
Oh, now we got a contractual obligation.
Right.
These ads, but I will say, like, I feel like God honors our faith in Him, but also our work. He honors that we have been putting in the time. I also feel like it is. I'm not a people pleaser, which is great. It's great for me. Mm-hmm. But the other part that's really difficult is trying to balance making sure I absorb the constructive criticism, mm-hmm. because I want to always get better, while like also realizing that I also have the right to just be like, agree to disagree. That I don't have to make everybody agree with my point of view. Oh gosh, my husband's over here doing.
Made him mad.
Yes, it was. You know what? We're going to discuss this real quick. So sorry. My husband, when he kills flies, he doesn't do a follow through swat. He does what he thinks is a sting, where he goes hit and pull up.
Yeah, you stun it.
Why don't you like to do the follow through where you
slap
through?
That's why you lose them when you miss.
And no, I be killing my flies.
Angel,
I've killed more flies in this house than you
and
have.
Everybody around you trying to kill a fly.
You gotta be kidding me. Why do you do this thing? Why don't you do the?
Because that's how I do it. Moving on. Back on subject.
You're wrong. Everybody let me know. How do you kill flies? Is it with the follow through, or is it
How you gonna follow through and you most likely slapping a flat surface?
Yeah, so you gotta push it through it all the way through.
If you didn't hit it initially, the follow through is not gonna help you kill it.
You never know.
Oh, I do know.
You never know. So yeah, for me, I do have a hard time trying to figure out what am I reading when I'm in the comments. Am I reading constructive criticism that I need to take in, or if it's a thing of, you know what, no, we just don't agree and I don't care. And going back and forth with that can be very energy draining, because I do want to be able to get better, and I know getting better comes with facing the things that I am potentially deficient at. And then there are ways that I'm just like, I'm okay with being me right where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm good. You don't like it. So trying to figure that out can be absolutely exhausting. We had a comment from our Patreon, and I just lost it because this thing is moving so fast. It was from our Patreon member, Tiffany. Let me see if I can find it. But I feel like I've done pretty good in not getting so I guess engrossed in negative comments.
Yeah.
But it is hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
90% of the time I ignore it, if not 99% of the time. But every now and then I'm like, you deserve a clap back. Actually, you don't deserve a clap back, but it's going to make me feel better. So here you go.
So what Tiffany said was, why is consistency the most important for influencers? And what does that look like? Because she hears a lot of influencers say that.
So it's people, when you're consistent, people know that they can expect something. And when they expect something and don't get it, it's harder for them to keep, to remember you, or to even keep an eye out for you. And also when you're consistent, the way the algorithms work in most platforms, when you're consistent, more people will get notified of it.
Yeah.
Like right now with me that's one of the reasons I struggle with Facebook, because on my phone I have a setting. Anything I post, I hit the toggle for it to go up on Facebook too, but that feature rarely works, which is really annoying. But I'll put something up on Instagram and it'll get, just for easy math, let's say it gets 10,000 views. I put the same thing up at the same time on Facebook and it'll get 14 views. That's because I'm not the way, I don't know why it's doing that, but everything I put up on Facebook, Instagram doesn't always go over to Facebook, and a lot of times I just forget to, let me go over here and post it on Facebook too. And it's easier for me to forget about Facebook because I don't get a lot of engagement over there.
Yeah.
So it mainly is the algorithms, but also it's the people that you're putting up stuff for. Like if you're putting something up on any type of YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is, it's for somebody to view.
Yeah.
And if they don't constantly see something from you, if it's like, if you're not big enough, like let's say somebody like The Rock, he could put something up once a month and he's going to get the same, that won't hurt him because people know.
But in a way, no. Like, even though it won't hurt him in the sense of where we're looking at it from, but if somebody were looking at his numbers, they would see a difference.
Yeah.
But also, we gotta have to think about the way TV works. If you are really liking a TV show, like a Scandal, for instance, and then one day they post on a Thursday, and then they move to a Tuesday. And then the next week they're on a Monday. Eventually you're going to get tired of trying to figure out where they're at. And you're going to be like, listen, why are you making this so hard for me? My job as a creator is not only to, whatever my goal is, whether it be to entertain you or to educate you, whatever it is, my other responsibility outside of that is to make it easy for you to find me. And if I make it difficult, I am then making your job difficult. And when you have all these choices, it's just like, why waste your time on me? So that has been, oh my gosh, it has been the hardest. And then the other thing is, I am the CEO, I am the vice president, I am the treasurer, I am the secretary. I am all the things when it comes to ThatChickAngel. I don't even have, like, I have an editor for this podcast and I have an editor for, like, the mukbangs. But I don't have, like, an editor for all of my things. And being all the things to this thing that I'm building, it's so, it's so difficult. While also being a mother, while also being a wife. It's a lot to be all those things.
It's a lot,
and to be all those things successfully, because all those pieces have to do well. And I just be like, man, and then, so like you have, I think somebody just mentioned, there are sites that allow you to do like a content calendar where you can schedule out your posts for the whole year or whatever. Well, my content is not that type of content. Yeah. My content is in the moment content.
Right, yeah. It's not something that you can like bulk shoot and just put up on schedule. It's like in the moment, live, living it out.
It's a lot. And I do have an assistant. I just got an assistant at the top of quarantine. Yeah. But even, it's still, and she's great. But there's still so much that is still on my shoulders. I have to create the content. Let's start there. The idea has to be produced out of this brain of mine.
But the other part of what makes it so difficult, specifically in Angel's case, is this is still only one of your many things that you do. Like, you got bigger influencers, and that's the only thing they are, is influencers. A lot of them can edit and do it all, to where Angel still has a primary career, right, similar to me, that is actually paying the bills and doing everything and supporting what we are trying to do. Right. By the way, yes, there will be no Android slander on this podcast. Android is not going anywhere as long as I'm around. So, and most people kill flies the way I do, so you're wrong again. Now, the third thing.
No, before we jump into the third thing, let's go ahead and talk about our final sponsor of the episode. Really excited to tell you about them, because this is a really unique company, in my opinion. They're called ModCloth. I was about to say ModCloth, and then I was like, that don't make no sense. At ModCloth, we are getting dressed fun. I said that wrong. Let's try that again.
Deborah?
Oh my God.
Angela's both tipsy.
I'm not tipsy at all. They got the lowest alcohol count.
It's just a bunch of sugar for real.
No, but for real. At ModCloth, we're making getting dressed fun. Back to being independently owned. We're all about perfect fits for everybody. Unique, mood-boosting prints. Vintage-inspired. Versatile styles that make you look and feel good. And most importantly, you will find joy at ModCloth. So, ModCloth is all about giving you like for real style and flair, okay? This is not the type of thing you wear unless you want people to be like, oh, hey, how you doing? Right? Mm-hmm. It's got that like, it's got a lot of style and pizzazz. When we were looking at some of the outfits, there was this one. What was it, a baby? What type of coat was that?
Parka.
It was a parka. I mean, it was just it looked so luxurious, y'all. Oh my goodness. If it got hot enough out here, I would be all about it. So what I also loved about it is that this company has accessories, and it has not just clothing, so accessories and other things that are like the perfect gifts because they're so unique. It's not something that you would just find at your regular store. Right? Mm-hmm. Like, I think of like my girlfriend, Lucretia, who has like that like vintage style to her. Like, she gives me like Billie Holiday vibes. Like, I could find the perfect piece. There was one piece on there that I am going to be getting for myself. It's pink and it has boning in it, like this red velvet boning. It's something that you're just not going to find at your regular store. This ain't no, Fashion Nova or something like this. This is like high quality style clothes, okay?
No, they did. I was looking at it, looking through, Angel was talking about it, and I was like, they actually have some, absolutely.
So, to get 20% off your purchase of $25 or more, including sales item, you get the percentage off of sale items. Now, see, this is what I like. Go to ModCloth.com and enter code ARGUE at checkout. Promo code cannot be combined with other offers. Again, that's ModCloth.com and enter code ARGUE for 20% off your order of $25 or more.
$75 or more.
Thank you. Sorry, more. It is $75 or more. I apologize for not saying that correctly. But truly, even if vintage is not your style, it is the perfect place to find the gift for that person that's like that. It's the perfect place to find unique items for people you love.
The thing is, like, vintage is like modern now.
Yeah.
Like, the stuff that I was looking at, even though it may be considered vintage, I'm like, no, this is in. Not even that it's in and vintage, it's just in.
And then they had dresses for, like, thick girls.
Yeah.
They're, like, so there's
a wide range. You got the, I was about to call them toothpicks. You got the skinny chicks and the I call them healthy. You got the healthy chicks and everything in between.
I'm telling you. So, because that's a lot of times the problem with vintage, like, clothing. They be giving you size 6 and below, and you just like, so there was no thick girls?
There's nobody out of middle school that can wear this?
Yeah, so check them out, ModCloth.com. Okay, back to the conversation. I also wonder sometimes, were you going to give your next thing?
Yeah, I was.
Go ahead, baby.
Rude and goofy.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Talk to the people.
Now, your skin is just glowing. Look at it.
Is it glowing?
Yeah, look at it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that a punch?
I can get my skin there eventually.
Go ahead.
Like I was saying, my third thing, one thing that I find difficult, scoot over.
I'm sorry.
You know what's bad about you burping? Is the fan is pointed this way and it's creating like a vortex, so it just stays right here in circles.
That's how you said that I burped 5 times. I have not. That was number 2. No, let's go into the conversation because we don't have time.
Everybody else saw 5 along with me. Anyway, and you know Shantae be keeping count.
Other words weren't 5. It wasn't 5. The other ones weren't burps.
Okay. One thing, because y'all know I'm not in on this whole... Every time there's something new that comes out, whether it be TikTok or whatever, I'm never one to jump on the newest and greatest app. I'm just like, how long is it going to be around? Is it worth my time? Most likely, not even most likely, I will never feel that anything new will be worth my time. So I have a hard time jumping on the newest thing that could carry me over and keep me going. Mm-hmm. Kind of like, it's like the reason Blockbuster failed. They didn't change with the times.
And we don't want you to be no Blockbuster, right?
I know that. That's why I just said it.
Yeah, no.
With your strong ass finger. Get it out of my face.
Like the analogy.
All right. Thank you.
Go ahead, baby.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead.
Whew. No, but for real, it's like, and I know that. I know it's like, that's one of my, I was going to call it crutches, but a crutch is what helps you.
It's your Achilles heel.
Yeah, one of my Achilles heels is just like, oh, everybody's doing this. Like, I see Reel. I'm like, no, I'm not doing Reel. That's how I feel about it. I'm not doing TikTok. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that because I've never been a trendy person. I've never been one to jump on the newest trend or jump on the newest thing. And that's never been me, but I do, at this point, I am trying to pay more attention to, okay, what is actually important, and what is the latest generation of what we're doing, and how do I need to transform myself and flow with that? Right. Because like I said, you can't stay that rigid, especially if you're not even the big names, they have to change.
Yeah, you look at Will Smith.
Yeah. Will Smith, prime example.
All up in social media.
Right. Yeah, that's a fact. Like you even have really big names that they, you're on talk shows or whatever you may do, even in your profession. We talking about movie stars or whatever they're doing. It's like they have to stay relevant, and that's one of my things. Is if you try to stay rigid, that'll be one of the things that will keep you from being relevant. If you don't learn to, you got to be like water. You got to move, and
that's so very true.
Bend with the times, basically.
That has definitely been my issue. Is that I'm like, I ain't got time to learn a new thing. I could have been on TikTok when nobody else was on there, and I could have been huge on there.
That's the thing. Like Angel and me, along with Angel, we will get invited to things that's like, they'll be like, all right, so this is the newest platform we're gonna start using, and we'll have like exclusive use of this thing, and I look at it like, ain't nobody gonna use this. And then a year later, it's like, we could have been the first ones on there, and now you got everybody doing it.
Right, and now I'm struggling on my 500 on TikTok just because I don't know how to post on there. I'll be like, I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. But that is so like when people want to consult with me, when people want to work with me to consult them on social media, I know what I did wrong.
What you don't want to do.
I know what I did wrong. I can clearly see where I made all the mistakes. I can clearly see how I could have done so much better, but like truly just did not either believe the thing that was in front of me or believe that I could accomplish the thing that I needed to accomplish. And now being 40, like I don't have my youth as an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Like when I started this back when I was 29 years old, things that I didn't do was because I was just like, you know what? Anyways, I'm going to be doing something different by this time now. Yeah.
And this is just for here, for now. Right. Whatever.
And now it's just like, girl, what are you waiting on? You think you're going to be popping? You going to get popping at 60? You got to get popping right now. Yeah. This is the time to do it. So when people say to me they are thinking about doing social media, I'm always like, well, go ahead and do it. Yeah. Go ahead and do it right now. Do not wait.
Right, yeah. Don't wait till next week.
Yeah.
Don't wait till you get your next check. Don't wait for your birthday.
Don't wait till you get it perfect. Do it right now. Yeah. Do it. Because literally the one thing you can't get back is the time that you waste. Like
time is everybody has a limited amount of time.
And so yeah, it is sometimes bittersweet though when I look at all the time I have spent here doing this and realizing like I wasted a lot of time. Yeah. A whole lot. So I'm hoping that piece of me is now like dormant.
Yeah.
And so me and Marcus, if you don't mind me bringing up this discussion, we were discussing his next move in social media. And he was like, I'm getting ready to start my car channel. And I was like, no, don't do that. Go ahead and grow your Instagram so that when you start your car channel, it'll hopefully transfer easier.
And I'm like, shut up. You don't know what you talking about, old lady.
He was just like, I don't know. I don't think so. I think I should be doing this. And I'm just like, you can do all those things.
Because I'd already mapped out a plan, not remembering that I know nothing about this world. And when her plan didn't line up with mine, I was just like, no, I think I should do this. This is what I'm going to do.
Right.
She was like, no, so I'm listening and I got it, but at the same time, I didn't want to hear it.
It was just like, no. Because what I know without a shadow of a doubt, YouTube is the hardest platform to grow on. The absolute hardest. There are people I know, for instance, I brought up Tabitha already. Now, granted, her YouTube channel was popping way more than mine, but she got 4 million on TikTok like this. 4 million within a matter of a couple of months, which then drove her within a matter of a couple of months to 3.4 million on Instagram. She's only at 300 and something thousand on YouTube. Mm-hmm. YouTube is such a hard platform to grow on.
Yeah, I have a friend. He's a comedian. His numbers on Facebook are like astronomical.
Facebook is a shareable platform,
but very little. Not in compared to what he has on Facebook. It's very small on Instagram.
Yes.
Like extremely small compared to what he has on Facebook. For a lot of people, that's like a lot of people. But for him, it's not.
So I'm like, you have been blessed of getting a lot of my followers, as well as you've gained some of your own followers on Instagram because of your love for cars. So stay over there with those committed folk. Build this thing up. And that way you can get whatever percentage of those people over to your YouTube channel, because YouTube is just not a shareable platform. And put some energy into Facebook, because Facebook, why he's like, it's bull. I'm like, baby, you have not put any energy over there.
I really haven't.
Now, I set up the
and then
Facebook.
when I was, it was like I wasn't posting. Like every now and then I'll get on my thing where it's like I'll get really consistent and posting, or I'll have like a week where I'm like posting every other day. And then some bull crap happened at work or something come down the pipeline. It's like, all right, god dang, I'm too busy. And then I'll be stagnant for like 3 weeks like I have recently.
Yeah.
But then I realized, okay, the lives help. Even though I'm not posting anything, if I go on and do a live, that actually keeps people
I mean,
engaged.
that was a huge help of my growth in this summer. Obviously, me now working with Kev was a huge part of my growth. But
and mine.
Yes, and yours. But even prior to that, I was growing because I was consistently doing my lives over there. Somebody asked the question of how long I've been on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for 11 years. Yeah. It is my smallest platform. And I've been on here for 11 years. My smallest platform. It's my baby, though. It's my first love. It's my first love. And I know I haven't been doing my lives lately for any of the platforms, but those are getting ready to come back. I was just so busy these past 2 weeks.
Yeah, past 2.5 weeks. I've been really busy.
I have been.
We've both been busy.
Yeah. I've been busy for a long stretch.
That's why she was trying to make up today by almost getting punched for kissing on my neck.
Baby, you should like it. Is what I'm saying. You should like
this. Come here.
That is two different things.
No, it ain't.
One is just you purposefully tickling.
Let me massage them.
No, listen. One is you purposefully
tickling.
Stay
on subject. Shh.
And the other is me showing you affection. What's been the thing that you have liked the most about this career thus far?
Social media career?
Yeah. Influencer.
Actually, the people that tell me I helped them. How do I say it? The people that express the fact that I've helped them, whether it's like making them laugh, like, oh, I was really in a funk, or it's been a really bad week, I needed this laugh, thank you so much. Mm-hmm. that's big for me. I've been doing these little ride-alongs, and I'm gonna start putting them on Instagram and Facebook, but on our YouTube channel. I'll take these drives in the Mustang, and I'll just prop my camera up, and I'll just take a cruise. And it's been people DM me and stuff, and even comment on the videos. It's like I had a few people apparently that they're not able to leave their house, and they've just let me know, like, I really enjoyed this. I feel like I actually got to take a ride. Thank you. Like, that stuff touches me. I'm just like, dang, this actually helped somebody. And it took very little effort for me. So that's one of the biggest things. Like, the people that feels like we're actually doing something for. And the engagement. Like, if I post something and people find it funny, usually I probably find the comments more funny than what y'all found the video. Y'all are some hilarious people. What are you doing right now?
I'm dancing to a song while listening to you.
Y'all see what I was talking about? And I'm supposed to take a kiss on the neck serious?
My thing that I like, since you asked me,
she's
thank you.
Drunk.
No, now that I know I'm not.
All right, she is tipsy though. You going to admit to being tipsy?
I promise you I'm not. I'm hot from this fan.
Just like you only burped twice.
I promise you I'm not.
Just like you kill flies the right way.
I do.
Angel's never wrong about nothing.
I'm wrong about a lot of things, but I know what I was right about. It's falling in love with you.
M, you will know more about cars from following me. My car content is specifically, it ain't for the experts, it ain't for the other mechanics, because I'm no mechanic. Scoot over. You see me in here sweating?
Well, because the fan is only hitting you.
You set it up.
That's why I'm trying to. There we go.
Show hot ass armpit.
So what I love.
Shut up, I'm talking. Shh. Smack me in the back of my head.
That's how you kill a fly.
Yeah, my car content is for people that just want to know more about cars and like seeing cars. Like I said, I'm no mechanic. I will never claim to be. Everything I know about cars is from trial and error.
So what I love.
I wasn't hot like it. And it's even hit me more, so I appreciate it.
You're welcome. What I love about being a content creator, an influencer, a YouTuber, an Instagrammer, a Facebooker.
Dumbass little girl.
Is that I get to entertain people. I love it.
Angel loves entertaining.
I love it. It doesn't get any better than that. And I get to choose how I'm going to entertain y'all. I get to choose. I love it.
She does, y'all. She loves entertaining.
It's just like...
You was twerking in the back? Stupid.
What? Marcus.
Shut up.
What?
Why are you looking at me out ignorant?
I'm looking at you ignorant. I did not. Why are you so angry?
Your wings is telling on you was twerking.
They felt my spirit. Marcus, we are doing a podcast.
You doing it right now. This is delayed. I'm watching you, stupid. Y'all not looking at you. You're like somebody's kindergarten teacher. My phone is delayed. I'm have my phone up so I can see the comments. And it's probably like 30 seconds behind the actual video. And so I'm sitting here watching her twerk and she's talking about, I wasn't doing nothing.
Oh, that wasn't a twerk.
Yeah, Angel's commitment to a lie. Exactly.
It's not as good as his.
Yeah, I will lie when the truth will do.
I will lie when the truth will do. Come on, somebody. But no, for real. I suggest anybody that has good content in them that wants to create to do it. This is not an easy profession. This is not I just one day decided to post a video and then even people who have viral videos, you have to figure out what you're going to do to maintain the engagement that you have, because you have one video that's got 10 million views and then all of a sudden you down to 2,000. It's because you got to find a way to keep the people there, and that chasing that can just kill you. So just being able to figure out a way to do something consistently, to have this thing that you're posting to share with the world. And, it's a way that connects a lot of people. So I do encourage anybody that's like, I'm thinking about doing this. If they're going to do it, You can't be half-stepping. I don't know when the day will come where we have to kind of sever more of our ties to other things to give this 100%. I'm slowly but surely carving out, like when I was working with Kev last week, I let my people know on these days I will not be doing any auditions. I will not be doing any callbacks. I will not be working for anyone but for Kevin on these days. That's not something I would have normally did.
Yeah.
So I know that I'm now like shifting the balance some. So I don't know when I'm going to shift all the way, like if I'll ever shift all the way over, if I find like a better balance. But Divinity, I do have about 3 million podcasts. I do. But yeah, anything else you want to add before we close this out?
No. I think we said it all.
Yeah. So let us know if you're an influencer or thinking about being an influencer. What has stopped you? If you are currently an influencer, what do you feel like has been the toughest thing for you? What makes this so hard for you? Is it the same thing that is for us? Or is it like something completely different? Let us know in the comments below. Per usual, you can follow me at ThatChickAngel across all platforms. I also have other podcasts. 2 of my podcasts are on hiatus, which are Mommy Confessions, and that's coming back in the new year, as well as Hold On To Your Edges. And I have Here's the Thing with Kev on Stage, and Rose Pricks, which is a new podcast I'm doing where we review The Bachelorette, the ABC Bachelorette, and those. I have 3 podcasts that drop on Wednesdays. This one, Here's the Thing, and Rose Pricks. You can check all of them out.
This one's the most important.
This one is my baby.
Because okay? I'm on it.
Come on.
You are that black bastard.
I got the neck kiss. Yeah.
Y'all can follow me at Marcus Ain't on the gram and Marcus Ain't on the book. You can find my beard and body butter, man shit. That's MANSHYT at manshit.com. You can don't even just wait on Instagram. You can start seeing me post on Instagram. You'll know when all my new stuff rolls out. Make sure y'all check it out. It's a beard and body butter. However, the reason I'm coming out with queen shit is because more women are buying it than men, and they're using it for everything. They're using it for stretch marks. They're using it for eczema. They're using it just for regular skincare because they say it feels great. So, queen shit will completely shadow for women what man shit is doing for you. So make sure y'all check it out.
And, again, another shout out to our Patreon.
Pew, 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 appreciate y'all family watching y'all's comments. Tiffany Loney, you about to get canceled, all right?
No, Tiffany's not going to get canceled. You leave my Tiffany
talking about
alone.
My Android. But also a shout out to our sponsors.
ModCloth, Apostrophe, Hydrant. Check them out. Use our promo codes. Because when you support our sponsors, you low-key supporting us, and we high-key appreciate it, okay?
We high-key appreciate it, y'all. Absolutely.
We'll be back on Wednesday. We'll be back for the rest of the year, so just know that. You get the podcast till the end of the year. You feel me? And we will have done a podcast every week.
52 podcasts, y'all.
52 this year.
Yeah.
That's crazy, you guys. 52 podcasts.
We didn't take no hiatus. Like we said, one year we took like a 6-month break.
We surely did. We
do a podcast.
We're gonna wait until 2 seasons pass before we come back.
It was like, let's come back every other week.
Yeah.
That didn't work either.
But now we back.
Yeah, we on it, y'all.
Banging it out. All right, I don't think there's anything else I wanted to tell y'all. So y'all be blessed. Absolutely. And we'll talk to y'all later.
Y'all have a good one, family.
Bye.
That chick ain't